This video goes out to Wayne Saunders and anybody else who's interested in these Indian style chess playing mats that I've got. I just want to show you what I happen to have on hand. I've got quite a few of them. I have somebody who makes them for me over in Rajasthan, and over the years I've had him make a few variations. I'm going to start with the smaller size. Now you notice that this only has some of these squares with the X's on them, the ones along the centers of the outer perimeter. Let me give you a measurement on this. I'm getting 17.5 inches by 17.5 inches. You'll notice that the squares are not all square exactly. It's handmade, and you know, some especially on the edges fall into more of a rectangular size or shape. Usually the ones right in the middle are more square, although you know it's not a perfect factory made kind of thing, but still, you know, very nice. It doesn't, you know, look shockingly irregular. It's just not like we have made in factories nowadays. So this is very nicely made. It's each of these. This is a kind of cloth ribbon with, you know, gold glitter, you know, in the fabric, and each ribbon has a stitch going on each side of it, and you can see it on the other side. You can see how the stitches go right through. There's this red cloth on this side, and you see it comes around to form the edge, and the velvety cloth is on this side. The squares themselves feel a little bit cushiony. So those things are true of all of the boards that I have here, that kind of construction. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, notice that I showed you the ribbon up close. All of these have a bright glittery gold ribbon, but they're not all exactly the same. So that's one. This one, well, this is exactly the same, so never mind. I should, yeah, it's the same. I should mention that the size of these squares on average is about 2 inches. Okay, so 2-inch squares, and I happen to have a traditional Muslim chess set to show you some of the pieces standing on this board, which would be an appropriate set to go on it. So you can see that. Fortunately, these Muslim pieces are also detailed in gold. These are all handmade. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that they fit very nicely on this size of a board or playing mat. Moving right along. It's funny, I thought I was picking out a few different ones, but these three are all the same. Okay, let's get on to another one. This one is larger. Here, I'll move these out from under so they don't stack up funny. This one is larger. Let's fit it in the frame. And you see the ribbon is different. It's got this kind of very fancy glittery ribbon. You know, I think it'll focus up really close if I hold it up for a few seconds. See, very fancy glittery stuff going on there. Very nice, elegant. And you'll notice that this has more of the markings. This has the big X handling the center 4 squares, as well as the center edge squares. I don't have any with the corner squares marked, which is the traditional ancient Ashtapada. But my understanding is that this is a typical Indian style mat that's still used today and has been used for you know, quite a while, centuries I guess, I don't know exactly, but you know, India is a big place with a lot of mountains, and modern chess and modern chess styles have been coming through there gradually to different degrees, so these can still be found and are still known, you know, without digging into history books. Anyway, yeah, all this is the same, as I was saying, stitched the same on the back. You've got a kind of maroon with a maroon backing too, so the color looks pretty uniform. Let me show you another one. Same size, different color. This ribbon is slightly different. I don't know if you're going to care about that, but you know, you can't be too exact. You see this ribbon has wider decorations. This one has narrower decorations. Basically the same ribbon as far as I can tell, but with a tighter weave in one. So, what else? Anything else different about that? It's got the same markings as the one I just showed you. It's, as you see, it's red. I'm not sure how the colors come across in this camera after things are photographed and turned into files and everything, but I mean, looking at it, it's just like Chinese red, fire engine red. It's red, 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 and this is gold, gold, gold. I noticed the gold is a little different among some of them. This is more yellow or yellow-orange, but so be it. Hopefully you can tell those differences if you want to know. Okay, so that's the second one. By the way, I don't have these numbered or named, but if you want, you can refer to them in the minute or second of the video, and we'll know what you're talking about if you want to tell me you want one in particular. I don't have the prices of these, but they range between $65 and $85 a piece, including shipping. So just let me know and I'll tell you. Okay, so here is a maroon board, like the other one I showed you, or playing mat. Maroon edging, and meaning that's a maroon back. And this time we've got the plain ribbon. I mean, it's still glittery, but it doesn't have all that fancy, what can I call it? The fancy weaving that goes round and round, like the loops of, I don't know what kind of loops. Okay, so that's one. And these are all the same size. Oh yeah, I didn't measure this one. I told you that we had a 2-inch square size. These larger ones that I've been showing you are 20 inches square, and they have a 2¼ inch size square. You know, the whole thing's 20 inches. The little squares are 2¼ inches, and I'm measuring from center of the line to center of the line, not within the line, since the ribbons are so thick. I have to be specific. I'm measuring from the center of the ribbon to the center of the ribbon. That's 2¼ inches. And let's see, this one I'm showing you, much like the other ones, it's got the fancy woven lines. It's got the maroon color, but this one has the red on the edges, and of course that means it's got the red on the back. And well, that's basically it. That's what I've got, and you'll see that pretty much all of the ones I have have the big square in the middle, small squares in the center of the edges, no squares in the corners. It's just some of those first ones I showed you, there's no square in the center there. Well, let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.